Hello everybody, welcome back to Mahjong. I'm still on my little hiatus break from playing Mahjong Soul, but we're going to do some studying today like we did last time. So if you remember last time we were looking at this 50 Shades of Mahjong for pre-intermediate players. Last time we did hand planning. So you can go back and watch the previous video. If you, that video's not gone live since I recorded that one, so I can't say like thank you for the support or anything. But thank you for the support. Prospectively, thank you for the support. Thanks Microsoft Edge for this. You can find the link to this little book in the description below. And today we're going to do chapter 2, Call Judgement. Calling is another major element of Mahjong. It appears deceptively simple to beginners. Call whatever you can to get to Tempai, right? Pre-intermediate players should know that just like every other element of the game, calling is much more nuanced than that. Let's put this in single page view just so that we can zoom in a little bit on these images, because these images are a bit... Alright. What is happening? Do we pawn the North Wind? Basically, do we pawn the North Wind? Is the question here? It seems to be. We are the North player, so I don't see why not. This is going to be a struggle because I have to understand the Tenho interface, but we are the North player, so I can't imagine why we wouldn't pawn it. But let's try and find a good reason to also not pawn it. I mean, this is looking like a pretty miserable hand, right? This 5-6 is okay. This 1-2 is alright. We don't have a pair. We can accept the Dora, kind of. We got this horrible 8-9 as well. It's not looking great, is it? And let's also be cognizant of the fact that it is South 2. No, sorry, it's East 2. It's East 2, sorry. Is it? Yeah, no, it's South 2. That symbol is this symbol. Yeah, it's South 2. It is South 2, and we're in the lead by a decent chunk. There's not really much danger of us coming in fourth. Worst case scenario, right, is that this player, who is the dealer, this player is in the East seat at the moment. We pawn this North Wind, and then they call Ricci, and then we have nothing to fold with. So I'm kind of tempted to just let this one slide. I'm kind of tempted to just say we don't really need it. I'm not really that interested in winning a one-hand hand if it sacrifices, like, safety. And the rest of my hand is so bad. The rest of my hand is so garbage. Alright? So, I'm going to give this one a no. Don't call this one. Answer. You are in the lead and want to push the round forward. However, you should consider speed and safety before you call. As much as you want the game to end, you don't want to give away points for free after someone declares Ricci. Don't know why I almost said Weechi there. Back in the Elmer Fudd, that wabbit called Weechi on me. Sorry. The shape is too weak to open. You have only 4 blocks and 2 of them are Penchan weights. 8, 9, 1, 2. There is no pair after calling. We said that as well. This hand may easily get stuck. Someone will declare Ricci and you will be in a pickle. You should aim for a closed hand or at least wait for the shape to improve. And maybe call the last pay. Pay is the North Wind. Verdict pass. Yes, give me a big tick. Do not open slow and cheap hands. I mean, you can open a cheap hand. Just don't open slow and cheap hands. Cool. All right. Nice. Moving. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. I would encourage you to do the same. If you haven't made a tea, pause the video, make a tea, come back. Right. Welcome back. Okay. Right. We are the West player and we have the West Wind ready to go, but we didn't pawn this one. Probably we didn't have it by then. We would definitely pawn the next one that comes up. It's also the Dora. No, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry. The South Wind is the Dora. Sorry, it's like... Because I'm not used to the Tenho interface, and I have to try and pass the round symbols based on their actual symbols rather than Sorry, there's going to be some mistakes there. This is the east wind, which is this symbol. So that means that the south wind is the Dora. Just there we go, just to clarify that. And the symbols here are very, like, don't really matter. Like, this is the west wind, but why this symbol looks a lot different to this symbol, I don't know. Like, the north wind you can kind of almost see it's the same. To me, like, this is a smaller side, but we'll do it. To me, the west wind looks like a W, right? You can see how that's a W in my mind, right? That's clearly a W. Is that just me? Is that just me? And the north wind, this clearly is an N. It's a bit of a backwards N, but it is an N, right? There's the two lines and the line that goes between them that makes an N. And then the south winds, I like want to tell you that looks like an S, but it does look like an S to me now. The way I learnt the south wind was this symbol here. Whoops, this symbol here. How am I going to draw this properly without making myself look like an idiot? Has the arrows that point down. That's how I internalized it. The downward pointing Y shape here is the south wind because it points down, and then the east has the E sort of inside it. You can't really see. Is there any? Have I got an east wind here? Yeah, I've got an east wind here. This east wind has the E sort of embedded in it. So that's how I internalize that. But then this symbol is this symbol, but it's ever so slight. It's not. This one's not as bad, but the south one, it definitely is. Like, the south one is definitely a lot different on the board, and the west one is definitely a lot different on the board than it is on the tile. Anyway. I think my time is probably. I'm talking to everyone at the table. Like, mate, are you gonna pawn this or not? There's only one west wind left, but there's two green dragons left. I have no issue. I am a bit reticent to do this. This 8-9 shape is really bad. Be nice to just pawn the 8s and throw this. And then we've got the west winds to call, we've got the green dragons to call, we've got a pair here, we can think about throwing this. I would do this. I would probably do this. I would probably pawn this big time. Before you open, check the shape of the hand. It has 4 pairs and 3 of them considered easy pawn tiles. That is the Shah, the Hatsu, and the AS. Shah is the west wind. They should be easy to get because it's likely that people will not need them. This is very important. Other than that, you have a Ryman and a combined Kanchan, not bad. All in all, it seems a fairly quick hand with decent value, definitely worth going for. Since you have 5 decent blocks, it's a good idea to drop a 5S after calling. Keep 9s for safety. You may also consider toy, so if you draw another 9. Interesting. I would have definitely cut this. I would have definitely cut the 9 afterwards. But sure. I guess we get half a point for that, I suppose. Keep the 9 for safety. I guess it's extremely safe, right? Like, it is after you pawn the 8s, it's extremely safe. There's a 1 chance on a 7-8 because you can see 3 of the 8s at this point. So it'd be a 1 chance on a 7-8 shape. Or they'd have to be pair waiting on the 9s, which they could do. But, like, this is easily fixed, this is easily fixed, this is easily cheated. This is easily, something easily is happening here. You're very happy to cheat the 4M or pawn a 5M if it comes out. So I guess that's an important lesson to learn, that once you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, yeah, I suppose, yeah, no, actually, yeah, okay, that's interesting. That's good to know, actually. That's good to internalize that. Count the blocks after the pawn or the chi and see then what is worse. Because obviously theory would say that if you've got your 5 blocks, you would then start throwing your more dangerous tiles. And after we pawn this, this and this is loose, and this is obviously the more dangerous of the tiles. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, we'll get half a point for that one. Question 13, what the hell interface is this? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Alright. A 5. 5 of characters. I mean, this is an easy Tanyao hand, right? 3, 4, 5, 3. We could even make this Sanshoku if we get the 5 of circles. And the 3 of bamboo. But also, we are quite far behind. And it is South 3, but we're about to get a dealer's seat. I'm not sure Tanyao 1 Dora is good enough here. But equally, I really don't want the dealer to continue on the dealer seat, right? I really would rather just kick the dealer out of the dealer seat, get my own dealer seat, and hope for the best. Right, so if I pawn the 5, throw this, or maybe don't throw this, maybe keep this for safety. Let's do what we just learned, right? Got a pair here. This is obviously going nowhere. Got another pair here. This is obviously going nowhere. So this is, you know, like we probably would want to get rid of this because we would want to also then try and call something to be in Tenpai. It's awkward because then we've got 4 like fully formed shapes. So we would have to dismantle a pair. So we'd be at least 2 tiles behind. But we could pawn one of these, throw the other one, or turn one of these into a double-sided weight. You know, 7, draw a 6 or an 8 of either circle or bamboo. Probably, because also drawing a 7 of bamboo, sorry, a 4, 5, 6. This is a 7. Sorry, this is a 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't know why I thought this was a 4, 5, 6, 8, 8. It's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 shape. Basically, I would probably pawn this and try and get into the dealer's seat. This is a 1-star difficulty challenge, so I'm overthinking this a little bit. Pawn this, get this player out of the dealer's seat. What's the Dora? The Dora is the 3 of bamboo. Yeah. I could cheat the 3 of bamboo and then cut this 7. And have, this is my pair, and this is, yeah, I should have checked the Dora before I made any of those decisions. But this is a pawn, surely. Get me in the dealer's seat, please. You're in last place, the game's nearing its end. You may get hot-headed and eager to win, so your situation and assessment may go out the window. Calling gives Tenpai, but be patient, be patient. This hand may easily become a Mangan if you reach you. Winning Mangan instantly shoots you to 3rd place before. I've never seen that word in my life. I've never seen that one in my life. Alright, we're going to Ricci.wiki/glossary. No, /wiki/glossary. No, there's no. What is the page? Terms. Terminology. Ricci.wiki/terminology. List of terminology by alphabetical order. Control F. O-O-R. Oh, all last. That's called all last. The final regular hand of a game. I've never seen it called that before. There we go. That's good to know, I suppose. Alright, so yeah. My initial thought was we're in last place, and then I thought, well no, get me in the dealer's seat. Get me in the dealer's seat quickly. But I suppose you don't really have the time to do that. But Tanyao 2 Dora is a possibility here. It's very close. It's very close. No one's going to throw the Dora. You would have to draw the Dora. No one's going to throw the Dora into you. Okay. Well, that's not great that we got that wrong, but I suppose Ricci, Pinfu, Red 5, possible Sumo, possible Dora is worth thinking about. But Sensei, it's the 7th turn already. The shape's not fast enough to aim for a closed hand. If I don't attack, someone will declare Ricci and win first. Answer, you have to adjust your speed value judgment to the situation at hand. Whether you win or not doesn't matter. What matters is your thought process when deciding how to proceed. Settling for only 2,000 in this point context is a mistake. Okay, well there we go then. There we go. 2,000, winning 2,000 points and going into all last behind. Even if you directly run this player, you're still, what would they go down to? 17 and you go up to 12. Even if you directly run the dealer, it's still... Yeah, okay. Alright, good to know. Good to know. True story. Oh, there it is. There's the footnote. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Whoa, this is... My first instinct is to just not open my hand basically straight away. Like... On the very first tile, to open my hand seems like a bit of a mistake. Like, even just straight away. And especially for a non-Tanyao Yaku, right? What am I going to do if I pawn this? Go for Toy Toy with this? Absolutely not. Like, if this happened to be in a real game, I would not even think twice about skipping this. I would not even think twice about just pressing the skip button and continuing to look at my opening hand. I have 4 pairs. I just wouldn't do it. I just definitely would not even consider opening my hand. So maybe there's something I'm missing, but this is just a hard like press skip for me, like straight away. Opening hands like this seem to be a common strategy among beginners. However, going for Toy Toy should always be carefully thought out. Consider Toy Toy when you have at least 4 pairs and 3 of them are easy to pawn. Terminals, honors, 2s and 8s. Terminals. Go for Toy Toy when you can get at least 1 additional fan/hand. Tanyao, Yakuhai or Dora, which we don't have. If possible, start calling from the weakest pawn tile. That is the 3 to 7. Yeah, so like, people are going to throw the 1s and the 9s early, but they're not going to throw a 4 early, so it's going to be a long time before you can call this. And then by the time you've pawned this, people are going to be like, right, they're going for Toy Toy. I can no longer throw a tile that has not yet passed. Ever. Toy Toy don'ts. Don't do what Johnny don't do what Toy Toy don't does. Don't go for Toy Toy if it's your only Yaku, obviously. Don't go for Toy Toy if one of your pairs is dead. Don't force Toy Toy if your hand shape is good, your pairs are connected. Yeah, kind of. I mean, this is good. This is... Take some time to process all the information. Now, what should you do in this situation? You do have 4 pairs, and 3 of them are easy to pawn. But Toy Toy is the only Yaku. You're very likely to lose the Dora on your way to Tenpai. Yeah, the Dora is the 6. You shouldn't go for Toy Toy. It's better to aim for Chitu Itsu. Verdict, pass. It's better to aim for... Hinfu Richi. That's just a little joke between me and all of the people who know that I don't play Chitu Itsu. I play Toy Toy even less. Alright, that was an easy decision. I don't know if that's just instinct kicking in, or my hatred of Toy Toy, or... It just looks wrong, doesn't it? It just looks so bad. Ooh, gross. Why did we... Like, I love how this is a 3-star question, and we just immediately, like, skipped it without a second thought. And then the 1-star question was like... Okay, good lord. There's a lot to cut. There's a lot. We've already opened our hand for the green dragon, right? So that's a pretty... Well, first of all, let's say I'm never carning this. Let's get that out of the window. I'm never ever carning the 8s here. Absolutely not. Although, actually, I thought that we were in the lead, and I thought this was 5,600, but it's not. It's 56,000. The danger of coming in last is quite low, given this person is on minus 2,700. They're playing a rule set where going bust does not immediately end the game. I could Khan into 4 Dora, into 3 Dora, or into 4 Dora, right? Because I can't see. I can see one of the 7s. It's not hugely likely. What would I do? I would Khan this, and then draw a tile, and then I would either throw this and make this my pair, and hopefully draw into this or this. You are the dealer. I do not want to give you extra value as the dealer, but like the point differential is so far. It's so far. I've already opened my hand. I still don't think I would press the Khan button. I'd be tempted to press the pawn button and keep this for a potential Khan if my hand like speeds up. But equally, I might just sit here and do nothing. I might just let you just push forever because you're so far behind, and maybe like try and chi the. Not that anyone's going to throw the 5, but you know. I think I would pass this. I think I would do nothing. Oh, my cat is clawing my back. What do you want, Lunos? Huh? You coming to study the Mahjongs? I think I'd probably pass this. I don't need to mess around with this. All this and this pair. I could even like chi into this if someone's complacent enough to throw the Dora, which they won't. But if I draw the Dora, I could even like then cut the 6 and then also cut this and have this as my pair. I would pass this. I'm pretty confident I would pass this in a real game. Beginners and upper beginners seem to love Khan. They call away, ignoring their hand shape and game context. That's not the way to go about it. Khan is a lot different from the rest of the calls. It may directly affect people's hands by inflating their value with extra Dora. Caution is advised. The criteria for calling open/closed Khan are different. In this case, it's an open Khan, so this is what we're going to analyze. Did that say, like, would you Khan this or pawn this? Because you could pawn this. The rules do allow you to pawn this. When your hand is open, you can't reach you, so the benefits of Khan are diminished, of course. The actual theory behind open Khan is that in order to call, your hand should be in tempai with a good shape and a minimum value of 2,000. There's not any of this yet. It's a bad Ishan 10. Khan is even worse because once you call, you'll most likely use 6p as the pair, which will turn making the Dora difficult. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, yeah, do nothing. If I was on minus 2,700 points, it would be a bit of a different story. Okay, question 16. No, time for another tea break. My cat has come to sit on my lap. That's cute. Are you cold? You want some tea? She doesn't drink tea. Okay. Why is this red? It's not the red 5, is it? Is it the red 5? Can't be. Because it would look like this. Why is this red? Okay, we'll ignore it for now. South 4. South 4. Not much danger of me coming in last. Possible to come first, but not easily. Tanyao red 5 would be 2,000 points, which would put me on 4,900. Even if from a run from either of these players and a sumo would make it even more likely to win because I would take some points away from the dealer to do so. So maybe going for a quick Tanyao hand here is the good play because I've got the red 5. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Chuck the 1. G into a 4 maybe. I do have a pair of. Oh, these are the Dora. This is the Dora as well. It's dangerous, isn't it? What am I going to do? Chuck a copy of the Dora? I suppose I could chuck a copy of the Dora. What if it deals into you? Then I'm livid. Is the chance of coming first better than the chance of coming third? Do those even out? Do you just sit in second place? I'm tempted to push this. I'm tempted to chi this 2-3 here. Chuck this. Go for Tanyao. Like, This is my pair. So then I could do something around here. I'm not against cheeing the 6 and throwing the Dora. And also doing this. Cheeing the 4. But that makes this 3-5 shape pretty weak, right? And it also means that I kind of have to throw something here. 2 of the 1s have gone. It might be that you sit here and do nothing, and maybe just try and stay Dama 10 for a hand. Some kind of hand. You just try and stay Dama 10 for some kind of hand. You don't need to call Ricci and complicate things. This one's really tough. What's the difficulty on this? 2 stars. Okay, this one's apparently not that tough. I think given the board state, you can afford to be aggressive about it. You've got a lot of value in your hand, so you don't really need any more value with Ricci or anything. And I do think that you would value trying to be aggressive to get first over the chance of you coming third. So I think you probably would take this and throw the 1. Maybe you keep the 1 for quote-unquote safety and you throw the red 5 to deny other people value so that you've got this going on, 7-8, 7-8, but the weird thing about the 7-8, 7-8 is that it's obviously not very good for an open Tanyao hand. You'd have to be... Maybe you would throw the Dora. Maybe you would just straight up throw a copy of the Dora here. Because you don't need the value, and then that lets you cheer 6. Yeah, cheat. Is it 2 eyes? I don't know. Ricci is 2 eyes. It's not every Japanese word is 2 eyes, mate. It's close. It's very close. Calling gives Ishan 10. The shape's not particularly good, but winning this hand means winning the game. Go for it. Call everything afterwards. Call and discard the 1. Okay. Yeah. Calling puts you 1 away in a not particularly good hand, but you could win the game. So, yeah. I mean, that is everything we said. We did also say everything to not do it as well. So basically what I'm doing here... No, I'm writing my answer. I'm just also looking at it from both sides. So it's fair enough. Right. Question 17. How many questions were there in this? I can't remember. We'll do the whole chapter. Can't be that many questions. I'm the North Seat in the East round. So I already have 2 Han. I have 3 Han here as well with the 5. The Dora is the 5. What's the question? Carning the East. Well, am I going to Carn the East? Yes? Yes? Like 1,000 times? Yes? I'm in last place. I can get after a Carn. Gives me extra... Like, I could get so much value from literally any Dora that shows up. If I'm in last place and I am in Tenpai, I'm always going to Carn, basically. As a rule of thumb. I'm always going to do it. The potential upside is huge. The swing here is the potential swing here is absolutely massive. Also, the mini points from an open Carn of a of honors is not also to be brushed aside. Yes, like Carn, 100%, 100% Carn forever. 50 seasons. Carn, Rick and Morty, forever. Your Tenpai shape is far from good, however you're in deep last. Gives you a boost of 16 Fu. He said that, he did say that. He mentioned the mini points, folks. Mini points mentioned, poggers. Guarantees 350 Fu on Ron, that's 6,400 versus 3,900. You'll score a Mangan if you get another Dora. Your opponents may hesitate to push hard against you unless they have really good hands. Cool. Yeah. Everything we said. Everything we said. Yes. Check me out. Master in this. Beginners. Beginners. What would you do? Question book. Yes. After having played the game for a year. Yes. He's smashing it. Question 18. Good God. 1 star. Okay. What is this? Why is there a screaming picture of a cat here? Ignore that. Do your best to never look at it ever again. I said don't look at it! What's the question? Carning the 8s. Oof. Oh, that is interesting, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a really nice Double-sided shape. This is a bit awkward. No? I want to say no. I am in last place, but it is only East 4. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say pass this one. Keep it or throw it back? Probably just throw it back. This 5 is awkward. You could Khan it and throw the 5, I suppose. You are in last place, but... A closed Khan. No, maybe you do this, actually. A closed Khan still lets you call Ricci, and it is still... You throw the 5, and then what you draw could get you into Tenpai quite easily, right? You could easily draw a 2, a 5, or an 8 of circles here. You could draw a 2 of characters. No, you can't draw a 2 of characters. That's a complete lie. Actually, maybe you do. Maybe you do this because you're Ishan 10 after the Khan, right? You're Ishan 10 even before you consider, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes. You're Ishan 10 right now. I would actually, looking at it, I would do this. And just a small aside as to, you know, like, Fenton, in a real game you do not have this long to think about it. I'd be thinking about this Khan from the second I drew the third 8. I'd be like, do I Khan this? I'd be thinking about this basically the whole time. I'm in last place as well. And I'm the dealer. I'm in last place and I'm the dealer. You know? It's a different situation when the board state grows to this position versus being shown this position straight away. When I'm shown this position straight away, I have to do everything. Like, what's the Dora? What's the round? What's my position in the round? What's my score? You know, I know those things already before I look at it in a real game. In a real game, I know all of this. I'm just looking at this, and then even if I draw this, I'm like, oh, do I Khan this if I draw that 8? Yes, probably. I'd have more time to think about it, basically. So having processed everything here, I actually would do this, and I'd probably slam the Ricci button if it popped up as soon as I drew my Rinshan tile. Rinshan, is that the right word? List of terminology. But get the list of terminology. Rinshan. No? A tile drawn after making a Khan Rinshan pie. Dead wall draw. Wow. Cool. Anyway, I think I probably would do this. Yes. Call or not, your Ishan 10 with the great shape, you should absolutely Khan away. Yeah. Ishan 10 and the dealer, and you're in last place. Yeah, the upsides outweigh the bads. Question 19. Does anyone know what this is? What this is? What this game is? Don't say Ricci Mahjong. Do not type Ricci Mahjong in the comments. Do not put 33:15 as a timestamp and then say, by the way, the game is Ricci Mahjong, if you were wondering. Right. What's the question? Are we potting the Southwind? This is awkward because the answer is no. The answer is a straight up no. What's my pair if I pawn this? It's not my seat wind, it's not the round wind. No. The answer is no. The answer is no. Doesn't only change the Shanten, it leaves you without a pair. This is a big no-no with open hands. The fewer tiles in your hand, the harder it is to make a pair. It's not a Yakai or a Dora. Doesn't increase value. There we go. Tick. Refrain from calling every tile you can. I do, to be honest with you. If anything, I call too little. Question 20. I really like seeing the wall, actually. I know that's... You don't see the wall in Mahjong Soul because it's kind of irrelevant, right? It's not really doing anything for the game state. You know, if you've got the door indicator up here, do you really need all of this taking up space? But at the same time, it is nice to see it, right? Okay. What's the question? Pawning the red dragon or not? Am I pawning the red dragon? Yes? Yes? Oh, actually. I'm in second. I'm in third by a little bit. It's South 1. I'm in third. I have no other value. I can accept the door of the 3 characters here. I could also pawn the 1s and maybe go for... Toy Toy is so far away here. This is odd. Basically what I'm thinking here is yes, because I don't have any other value anyway. Pawning this is 1 Han. I can't use this as my pair. Because otherwise I'm just going to basically have a Ricci only hand. I think I probably would and just take the 1,000 points and just move the game along. Just get this player out of the dealer's seat. They're already on an absolute tear. You know? Also, I think this means that there's 3 Ricci sticks. I don't think... Or is this 3 Honba? This might be... in Mahjong Seoul, it's the Ricci sticks left over, then it's the Honba. But looking at it, I think I can see a dot here, which would imply this is leftover Ricci sticks, and this is 3 Honba. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is only strengthening my argument, basically. You're in the 7th round. Scores are vital for making correct judgment. You're currently in a close quarters combat against Kamicha and Toymen. Toymen already called once, so you should try to match their speed by calling. Calling reduces your Shenten to 2. You have 1 pair which isn't fixed, but it looks like a likely final pair. 5-6 may connect, giving you... yeah, okay, yeah, alright, cool. Call and discard the White Dragon. Yeah, we didn't say what we would discard, but it seems fairly obvious in retrospect. Cool. Oh, and there we go. Chapter 3, Ricci Judgement. Oh, this will be a good one. This will be a good one. Alright, so let's have a quick look, shall we? We got a very easy one wrong, which was upsetting. Sorry for the flashing images on the screen. Where were we? Chapter 2, Cool Judgement. 1. I can do this in double page view, actually, that might be a bit better. 1.5, because we threw the wrong tile. 1, 1.5. A wrong answer. 2.5, 3.5. G. Oh, I didn't give myself a tick for that. 4.5. 5.5. 6. We didn't mark your papers, for God's sake. We only got 1 wrong, right? It was the we only got 1 wrong. It was the easiest question on the test. We only got the easiest question wrong. So, but at least the one we got wrong also has like the clarification here. You know? They've given this a 1 star, but it does have like the most explanation out of all of them. Okay, cool. Alright. So, next is Ricci Judgement. Okay. Which definitely we need to practice. That I do feel like that is probably the weakest part of my game at the moment. Looking at my Ame Cormoro stats, my Ricci rate is far too high for... which probably means I'm dealing in a lot more than I need to. So yeah, alright, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please let me know with a like or a comment, and if you want to see more Ricci Mahjong, be sure to subscribe. Let me know how you feel like these study sessions are going, if they're valuable to you. I mean, I know you could basically just read this book, but we have fun here. There's some banter. There's a bit of banter. I should play a game of Ricci Mahjong. No, I shouldn't. No, I've got a headache. I'm tired. I don't want to... If I play, I'll demote. I'm still 1 game away from demoting. Am I? Is that true? Let me have a quick look, actually. Ame Cormoro stats. 213 out of 2,800. So a pretty devastating loss would cause me to demote. I'd have to lose pretty devastatingly. But at this point, you know, I may as well just demote and promote back from the gold room. It'd be a lot quicker. Be a lot bloody quicker. Alright, folks. Take it easy. See you next time. Bye-bye.